What is up, everybody? Alright, well, on the newbie account, gotta go get that Ushi buff. So yeah, the buff Ushi, for some fucking reason, even though she's one of the best 3 stars in the game, now she's even better. Then they also buffed Benkei. They also both got animation updates, so that's nice. I figure most people know that by now, at least I would hope so. So everybody's like, oh man, Benkei buff, he's so good now. But honestly, I don't think Benkei's buff was very good, and I'm actually kind of bummed about it because it's so ungood. Like, let's think about this for a second. The only thing on Benkei that changed, is now his NP removes buffs. That's the only change. Now, you might say, well, that's good, except then you remember, 1, there's a lot of situations where you don't need to remove buffs, and then 2, Benkei has to get his NP, right? He doesn't have a battery skill, he doesn't have an NP gain skill, he doesn't have particularly good NP gain in the first place, and he's also a fucking 2-star that kills himself because he taunts. It's like, it's not so good. Now, there are times it will be good, right? There are times where it's like, oh my god, you know, this AoE buff removal is exactly what I need for this fight, and I don't have Ivan, so this will be a huge help. And yeah, there are occasionally, and I have to really preface, occasionally times that it will be good, but you'll have to pay for it. It's not like, oh, Benkei is just gonna counter this stage now. It's not more like, well, Benkei will kind of counter this one part of the stage if I can get his NP, and then he also still takes up an entire team slot and then does literally nothing else. So it's like, it's not great. So what would have been good is if they had buffed his 3rd skill to have a lower cooldown, and then it removed buffs. That would have been much better, because then at least he could just show up under any circumstance and just click button, buff's gone, right? Because for God's sakes, by the time you get his NP, he might be dead, or it'll just be like too slow because you need to have already had, you know, because you have to wait until your actions are over to do the NP and everything. Like, it's not that good. It really isn't. Occasionally it's going to be helpful, right? Where before, Benkei was almost never helpful. Where there is some rare instances where his buff will be very nice now. And if you've got a limit broken K-scope, then it's pretty nice. But, you know, if you have a limit broken K-scope, let's be real, you probably have something better than Benkei to get rid of buffs. So it's not that great. Now, if they buff him again down the line, so it's like a combo, I think this could lead to him eventually being pretty good. But right now, this barely changes anything. And I can think of, like, the only time I can think of where I would probably use him is the challenge quest in Guildfest 2 with Liz, where you have to, like, escort Liz to the giant dragon at the end. Because you've got that stage at the second to last wave where you fight the 3 big baddies that all have, like, pierce vulnerability and crit up and a bunch of other bullshit buffs. And if you can have Benkei just show up and yeet all the buffs, that's really, really good. But that's like the only stage I can think of that I would really use him in if I didn't have an MLB K-scope. If you have an MLB K-scope, then it's pretty easy to get use out of him then, because then you get some taunt out of him, NPs before going away, stuff like that. Although you can have obnoxious times where he NPs and stuns them, and then you don't, so I guess you just don't taunt until the next turn, I suppose. But yeah, it's not that good of a buff. Now, Uchi's buff, on the other hand, is ridiculous, because it's a universal buff that is just good all of the time under any circumstance. And those are the best kinds of buffs, because it's just straight value. Benkei, in so many situations, he's not even buffed. It's just like I was talking about with Moriarty. If Moriarty's already working with evil people, he didn't really get much of a buff, right? Nothing really changed. And it's kind of the same thing here with Benkei. It's like, if the enemies don't have extra nasty buffs, and especially if they're not like AoE where you need to hit multiple, it's not really a buff. If it's only one unit you need to remove buffs on, you're way better off with Medea or Alex, even Phantom, for God's sake. So it's, in most circumstances, Benkei didn't change. He's exactly the same, and it's an occasional stage here and there, he will be good. That's a very disappointing buff, because it has, if you're a big Benkei fan, it's not like, oh yeah, I can start bringing Benkei now, and yeah, maybe he's not as good as Waver or something, but like, yeah, I can get some nice value out of him now. It's not really the case, right? And that sucks. I'm not even a Benkei fan personally, I don't mind him, but like, a lot of people, there are people that do like Ben K, right? I don't know about a lot of people, but some people like Ben K, and it'd be nice if he got a buff. When you have a unit that's that bad, they deserve a buff that increases their overall value by quite a bit. It annoys me when you have units like Herc, who's already super good, and then they get a buff that drastically increases their value in all circumstances, right? Like Hercules' buff increased his value by like at least 3 turns in any circumstance. Like at least a 3-turn value worth of buff in all circumstances. Where Ben K gets a buff only in very specific circumstances. That's really annoying. And then so back to Ushi here. Ushi got a buff where it's just guaranteed value in any circumstance. They made her attack up 3% better, so it's, you know, charisma for the team. It's 3% better, which that's not much, but it's something. It's a little bit. And then she makes 20 stars. That's very good. And then she gives herself a 50% crit buff for 3 turns. That, I mean, Jesus Christ, like that value is nuts. And like, it's so easy to work with supports like Hans or whatever to be getting crits going anyway. And then now she just gets a crit buff on top of all. You know, she's already great. Ushi's already great. Got the NP gain buff for the team, attack buff for the team, self-survival, you know, attack up for self, quick up for self. You know, just upgraded NP, good stat line, just you know, great unit already. Where's my sound? Hold on. There we go. I had my my earbuds not plugged in properly, so I couldn't hear a damn thing. Anyway. But yeah, so she was already great, now she's even better, and she's better in any circumstance, you know, all circumstances she's better in. I don't even know what to say about, like, where I would rate her, though, because it's like, she was already, like, she was the best, you know, budget writer, and now she is still the best budget writer. So, there you go. Yeah, I'm not really happy about Avenger Ushi, because, one, it's not really Ushi, it's, fucked up spirits. Whatever the balls their name is. And then I dislike every single Ascension stage. Like every single one of them has a few things I like about it, but every single one of them has something that messes it up. So her first stage, you know, you got the ridiculous pants, and it's a bit too colorful for my taste, but just the ridiculous pants really kill it for me, and I don't really like the mask. Stage 2 has a much better mask and less ridiculous pants and better colors. But then she's wearing toilet paper for some reason, and also there's too much going on. You got the masks everywhere, right? So this is what she looks like. Have you ever seen like a 6-year-old girl or something wearing like a massive winter coat, and it's just way too big, and they're like T-posing trying to get around because they can't really, you know, articulate their joints because shit too big. That's what stage 2 Ushi looks like. It's like you're wearing too much and you can't move, right? It's not great. And then stage 3, like, I have to stress this. I feel like I'm always acting like Grandpa Green. I'm like, oh my god, these hussies showing skin. Okay, I don't care if people show skin in video games or in real life. I don't care. I don't care. You do not get eye cancer because you saw someone's shoulder, right? It doesn't matter. The problem is when it looks stupid, right? Like, look at regular Ushi here. This does not look like someone trying to show off or be flashy or risque or anything. It looks like she put her clothes in a blender, hit frappe, got it back, and then is just wearing it just because. It's like, well, I don't have anything else to wear, so fuck it, right? And then we have like just things that are like, it's like a teenager designed them, right? It's just like, okay, great, right? Again, I don't care about showing skin. It's not a problem. But when it looks like dumb and like try-hardy, and it's just like, it's bad, right? So yeah, I think all 3 of Avenger Ushi's stages kind of suck, and that's that. I mean, regular Ushi honestly kind of has the same problem. I'm just used to it now, but I like regular Ushi's animations more, honestly, and the character more. So overall, I like 3-star Ushi way more than 5-star Ushi. It's not even close. Obviously, fashion is subjective. I'm just saying, a lot of these people got really bad fashion. Like, this is what I see a lot. I see this in real life and in video games and anime and stuff. Is people try to show off skin as an excuse to not have fashion sense, right? Instead of actually being like, oh, let's think about colors and pacing or any of the placements. Nope. Just show skin, win game, right? It's like, it's lazy, right? It's like, again, it's not like it's wrong to show skin, but if you just randomly remove like all clothing, that doesn't look good. That's not like, oh wow, that's a well-designed outfit. It's like, no, not really. In terms of like cool factor, you know, armor's better. I'm just saying, when we're going for the cool factor, armor's better. Like, Beowulf is cool and everything, but imagine if our Beowulf had like badass armor. I'm just saying, it'd be even better. Cause, you know, I like Beowulf, I do, but it's not like his design is well done. He's wearing pants, and like cargo pants. That's it. That's the design. Like, oh wow, we're really trying here. Like, for real, I like Beowulf, but there's some things wrong with his design. And like, why did he chain his arms together, right? It's not like he chained his arms together in a way where it actually, it's not like he's like chained to a ball or to a wall. He just chained his arms together, right? But it's not like they're super close together either, right? It's like, what? Like, I don't, it's silly, man. Yeah, I know he can't T-pose. What are you gonna, how are you gonna assert dominance if you can't even T-pose? Rex, how long, we've been streaming, you know, doing this stream thing for a while, right? You've seen my chat for a long time. And if there's ever been one consistent thing in my stream, it's the ranting, right? That's overwhelmingly the one consistent thing about my stream. And yet every time there's that guy. There's that guy that's like, whoa, he's ranting, dude. Like, Jesus. Did I NP something last wave? I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. Apparently I did, because Ushi has no NP right now, and that's not exactly ideal. I guess, 100 horse, time to shine, let's go, boys. Yeah, Ushi very strong, we're doing your buff quest right now. I can't even imagine how strong a Grail Dushi is right now. Grail Dushis were already really good. She scaled really well with the extra stats and stuff. DPS normally do. But she was one of the best DPS for the 1 to 3 stars anyway, because lots of damage up skills, survival, stat line, you know, upgraded quick NP, single target. All these things are all like good things for a Grail target, again, for DPS anyway. And now she's just even better, right? Like, what the hell? Like, I don't even... Click buttons! Venomous Septum feels bad. I want to see Corrupted Ushi, because apparently she got the animation update, so I want to see like how they do the voice lines and stuff with the NP animation and all that. I really do want to see that. It's a shame that, I don't know, we don't have story replay or something. BM combo. I wouldn't be surprised if she did show up in the event. I could see that. Especially if he puts, you know, some effort into syncing up the voice lines and stuff, they probably want to use it. Oh, so in other news, for like account-specific stuff, I used all my FP on this account because I wanted to level some people, and you get a lot of XP from FP these days. And I was like, hey, I'll try to get the event CE, make the event a bit better while I'm at it. So while doing that, so I used like 430k FP or some nonsense. I got Caesar again, so he's finally in P5. We got Ongra, and we got Saber Lily. What else? And then we just limit broke a few like 3-star CEs that we wanted, and so yeah, it went pretty well, honestly. Got a lot of good stuff from FP. Did not get the event CE all that much, only got it like 3 times, so that was kind of shit. But yeah, I'll take all the XP. We got Fuma up, I got him to max ascension now. Actually, I think he's level 70 and everything now. All right, fine. Well, we got Ushi here. We'll show that off. I want to see this in action. We'll do a solo. Why not? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Fuma's good to go. Well, not skill wise, and I haven't done his third skill buff, and I haven't done his NP buff, but we got him leveled and all that. So, first steps. I knew I'd get him up before the event servant, by the way. You know, she is really good with Atlas now. I think she's amazing with Atlas now, so I think we use that. It's always so nice when a servant becomes like really meta with Atlas, because that means if there's a gimmick where there's debuffs, you're not hurting yourself by dealing with that. That's something that wrecks Baldy all the time, is because there will be fights where he has to use Atlas because of debuffs, and then he synergizes with Atlas so poorly that it sets him back, right? But Herc now works with Atlas, like it's his meta pick now, and obviously Ku and Kido and stuff are already like that. That's a big boon to units, especially for soloing and last man standing when Atlas is your meta thing anyway, because there's just a lot of fights where you have to use Atlas, if you like it or not. Well, that's a good opening hand. I'm gonna keep the Berserker alive because I actually would like George to die sometime this century. So I want this account to. I'm thinking we're gonna grail Caesar, which we already did that a little bit, but we're gonna grail him more. But I'm thinking we're gonna grail a Rosh once, so he's level 70. I think that's a really fun and worthwhile thing to do. One grail, 10 levels, like yes please. And I think we're gonna grail Spartacus to at least 90. That's one I'd really like to do. Because none of my accounts have ever grailed Spartacus, and Spartacus is really fun and good and useful and everything, and I like his animations and all that, so I think that's going to be on the list. But we have a lot of grails, so yeah. But I'm trying to pick things that make sense and that are good, but aren't things that I grail on my other accounts much, right? So that's kind of what I'm gunning for. I don't want to grail things that are useless and I don't even like, right? But I've already grailed my favorite units on my other accounts, you know, Samson and Billy, Ku, so on and so forth. So I'm trying to... Oops, I had George's Bond CE on. If I had known that, I would have just killed Leonidas first. Well, that's unfortunate. Boar, would you like to a double attack and then, I don't know, crit? That's only like damage cut? Oh god, we're fucked. We done messed it up, boys. It wouldn't be a second Ku. I've grailed Ku like 4 times. So yeah, that wouldn't even do it. Oh, we have goofed. I wanted access to the solo situation so bad here. Because, you know, crit stars and stuff. So, Benkei's animation update. The NP looks awesome, and like his extra looks cool, and like the palm strike is cool and everything. But they were kind of lazy with it. They did not reanimate him much at all, and oh my god, basically they use paper mache techniques when they shouldn't. Because they didn't want to reanimate Benkei very much. So there are a few animations with him where they're paper macheing his arms and legs around, and it looks pretty dumb. But the NP does look really good. I really like his NP now, and his extra is cool and stuff. So it's a mixed bag. You know, it's not a lot of, they didn't put a lot of effort into it, but the end result was still pretty cool looking, aside from a few specific animations that are kind of messed up. But overall, it's alright. Ushi's pretty good. Again, there were definitely some times where they could have animated her or they didn't. And basically, they reanimated her once in the back, and they just like went out of, they're like, it's free real estate, let's use this over and over again, right? Because they have like a shot from her back when she's spinning, and they use that everywhere. Like, it's like, they really did not animate her much, but they animated her a little bit more than they normally do with animation updates, but they just... Any of the animations that they made, they found other places to use them, which is kind of funny. But overall, it's fine. Like, sure, I'd say she's got one of the better animation updates for a free unit. Generally, the free units, they don't give them that good of animation updates. Like, they're pretty low quality in terms of effort. But Ushi's is pretty good. It's not bad at all, and I don't mind it. And they added a lot of green particle effects, so I dig that. I like how I still have invulnerability. This is OP. Alright, I can't even believe. You click this button and you get quick up. You click this button, you get attack up, stars, crit up and for 3 turns, by the way. Like, what the hell? Guess we'll just do the quick chain just cause. Still that green. This looks so much better than it used to. And by the way, I'm actually just referring to the fact that there's all that like that really cool green effect before the MP. Everything else is just bonus. But yeah. Also Virgil, by the way. She's basically green Virgil now. 30 stars, not too bad. If I'd used her 3rd skill, I might have made like 32 stars. Look out. It's funny though. I swear, before her animation update, she looked like she was 12. Right? Just because her body proportion was so messed up and everything. Hit a growth spurt here. I knew people that thought she was supposed to be a lolly because of how bad her original sprite was. So by the time our crit buff would wear off, we could cast it again. So she can have 6 turns of a crit buff, and 6 turns of an attack up, and 6 turns of NP gain up, and 6 turns of quick up. She is so good with Atlas now, dude. Because, yeah, Atlas doesn't give you an attack buff or any kind of damage buff, but because her damage buffs will last so much longer, you'll get, as long as you live for those 6 turns, you're getting more boom for your buck in the long run, very much so. Now if you don't live for the 6 turns, then it's not so good, but also in this case, we'll probably win before it matters. Yeah, we'll get this stage over with, and then we'll go to the event. I've been wanting to check that out. I haven't really seen it yet, other than random Discord stuff. I like how I'm casting that like I'm not going to kill this guy. Yeah, her damage is pretty excellent now. Yeah, overall, I'm very happy with this patch when it comes to the animation updates and that kind of thing. It's very nice. Chat, I'm getting worried though. I legitimately think they might buff Ku again someday. I think it'll be a while, but with them buffing Ushi like this, I mean, she was literally a completely top tier 3-star. I seriously think they might buff Ku again, and then they're not gonna buff Proto Ku, man. They're just gonna leave him there. Like he's just gonna be back there like, does anyone even remember I exist? And he's got the awesome armor, man! Like, what the fuck, dude? Alright, event time. Dude, if they buff Ku again, they're gonna buff his 3rd skill. That's because it's so vanilla, and people always complain about vanilla skills, even if the vanilla skills are really good. But yeah, I think that's what they would do. So I think Ushi is the one that makes the singularity here. It's like a mini singularity, but I'm pretty sure she's the one that makes it. Also, hi Fergus. Always good to see more Jason, by the way. The opening summary sounds like Ushi does something she shouldn't. Teacher bonks her on the head, and then Ushi goes to singularity, pretty much. Indeed, Rex. What do we want to do here? Guess we're fighting the welfare. This is probably going to be so easy. No matter what I do, it's going to be dumb. Anyone got an event CE? Although the first couple stages normally don't drop anything. We'll just story support it up. Let's go at Asclepius. It's an assassin. Let's go. I kind of want to use Ushi because it's like lore accurate here. Could use theirs because it's level 80, but nah. This might actually be a little tough because we're being counterclassed, but we'll make it work. Arash needs bond. Oh, she works so well with Star Bomb stuff now. And you can do Switch Mystic Code with someone, so you know Ushi has a good hand. Use Switch Mystic Code to bring in a unit that has a Star Bomb CE on them and maybe crit up or whatever. Oh man, that's gonna be a thing. When in doubt. So I think I've seen this stage. I did a little bit of the event last night before going to bed, but I was not paying attention to what I was doing at all. But I think they added like new Tengu mobs, but I didn't actually see their animations or anything. Yeah, I did like the first free quest, and that's it. And also, I got a CE drop when I did it, so that was fun. Do one stage, get CE drop. Feels good. That tingle, I know, right? Hopefully this stage can go on long enough that we can see these guys' animations. We'll probably see them again later, but in case we don't for a while, I'm gonna try to let one of them NP. Oh, that's annoying. I can't use, oh wait, I can, excuse me. Okay. Sadly, Ushi only got one card, so star bombing here is not all that good. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Alright, so gotta keep one of these guys alive. I have not seen her animations yet. Wow, Ushi's got a Brave Chain next turn, but kind of a bad start there. Slow all the crit and they just stomp your head. Look at him doing an evade. Alright, they got an NP. Oh, he quick charged, I think. Either that or she quick charged him. I think she did. Watch him have sure hit. I'm gonna go slow-mo because I want to make sure I can see their NP. It's normally the one animation they put effort into on trash mobs. which is funny because it's the animation you see the least, because trash mobs almost never get to use their NP. Kind of weird how that works. Dude, I would love it if they would add like a Pokemon system to get trash mobs, and some games have done that, and you can like, you know, tweak their skills and stuff to make them more balanced as a playable unit. And yeah, I would love that. There's so many trash mobs in this game that I would grail, for God's sakes. Dude, I would go nuts if they added that. I'd be so happy. Well, teacher down. I think. Nope. Huh. That's pretty cool. It's definitely not the best animation I've seen on a trash mob, but that wasn't bad. Kind of simple, but it was green. Dude, I really liked that new Viper mob they added. It had like the green spit that was like super pure green just all over the screen. I love that. Some of the best animations for trash mobs though are definitely like the Bloodborne guys. They look pretty damn badass. And, like their NP is really good and their crit is super good. Let's go Buster Crit. When no one else has a Buster card. Asclepius is the real DPS here, by the way. See what I'm saying? Look at that. Doing all the work. I would love to see, and this is possible if you get lucky. So you'd have to have only one of these guys left, and hopefully they have 3 actions per turn instead of just 2, but it's hard to say when they're silver. But if one of these guys was left, he had his NP, so his first action was NP, and then he normal attack then crit, or crit and normal attack, either way. That would look really cool. There's a few mobs where if they get a lucky chain like that, they actually do a pretty badass series of animations. There's actually a centaur, I think it's either the dual sword one or the halberd one, that can get a cool chain like that. And some of the Camelot Knights, if they crit and NP on the same turn, look really cool. I know the halberd knight is one like that. I could totally yeet Ushi right now and kill them both, like both enemies. Wait! It won't even yeet her because she has guts. Let's fucking go. Just throw students at people, you know, get it? No problem. And look, we even get a heal. And then there's like the 6-legged void crocodiles that can like phase into the ground and that kind of nonsense. They had some alright animations if you actually let them NP and crit, but it didn't happen too often. Dude, I want a big dragon animation update. He deserves it, and like big dragons should be cool and should have, you know, like menacing animations and stuff. That way they can make some boss fights with dragons that are actually a thing. Because remember when you were like, I'm literally talking to like 8 people in my audience right now, but for those 8 people that were playing like JP when the game first started, right? So you couldn't level servants at all, right? You were like level 9 and crap like that when you were in Orleans. And you fought, what's his name? Fafnir or Fonrir or whatever the fuck his name is. You know, it was like, hey, this is a thing, right? It was like an actual boss fight and it was cool. We've never had that again. Like, we've literally never had that again. Fucking Coolter gets to be in this event, but not Koo, man. Bullshit. I'm actually level 9, thank you very much. Hey, King. But yeah, some actual dragon boss fights every once in a while would be nice. Pretty sure Ushi getting bonked. Yep, there it is. Yeah, you hear about that in the summary for the event. You mean Protoku, Rex, right? You mean Protoku would get buffed. Binkai actually doing something. How about that? There he is. Alright, I don't know why they turned into chibis. But yeah, they go to the singularity, I got it. So I guess canonically this happened a long time ago. You turn into marketable plushies. The marketable part is very important. I should bring her to get bond and stuff, because there's probably missions that call for that. Pretty normal for... Oh god, I have to level her. It's a mission event. Mission events always make you level the welfare. How much XP do I even have on me right now? I don't mind her though, I mean, she's okay. I don't hype her, but she exists. I don't really have any extreme positive or negative feelings about her. I don't really... Her first bond implies that she's like a spirit inhabiting this vessel or something, so she doesn't really have a gender, it's just the body is female, but I don't really get that. I'm not super familiar with the lore, like in real life about this person, so I don't know what the fuck is going on in that department. Alright, where are they? Get this crap out of the way. At least to get double XP, so it's not so bad. Don't know if they're gonna be worth foeing or not. Probably not, because at least not right now. There's no way I'm using her for Lost Belt 5-2. Right, we gotta focus on, you know, Ricky and Medea, those kinds of things. Already got Fuma up. Fuma's maxed. Alright, I don't actually have her mat yet. Well, I was gonna use her and see her animations because I haven't seen them yet, aside from the boss we just fought. But we're fighting casters, so I don't think now is the time for a level 40 assassin, event bonus or otherwise. Oh my god, Beastly. I don't think a lot of people are gonna get that reference, but I got it. Alright, I guess these could actually drop mats now, so I'll bring... Generally early stages like this will drop bonus, or a bronze mat, so... Let's just go... Wait, let's put like a vague amount of effort into this here. Let's get some spawns. There we go, do that. I do need Spartacus though. Let me get him bond. Oh wait, no, I gotta get her bond, right? That's like the shtick. We just dropped some frames there. That's not. It's not just. Dude, I don't even know what to say. I'm really losing my mind with my ISP right now. And like there's no other ISP I can really, I mean there is one other ISP I could try, but they're not notorious for having good service either, so I don't know. But I'm getting pretty tired of paying for the best internet you can possibly get, and they cannot supply me with reliable upload speed. It's ridiculous. I forgot to give Arash K-scope, so he can't NP. Well, that... Why are they caster dragons? I don't even... Boy, did we fuck that one up. CS time, yep. Hoping to get a Rosh art chain at some point, but he spawns his NP. By the time we get Arash's NP, the stage would be over, so we should probably just kill things. But that art chain, though, Arash got this. We don't need to use Ushi's NP. It's fine. Arash got this. He is professional. Did you crit? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Easy NP gain. No problem. Look, we'll overcharge Arash. And then hopefully give him the attack up so we like super buff Stella here. Yeah, my internet is tanking right now. It's not my internet, it's specifically my upload speed. I'll probably call my ISP again after the stream. I mean, they've sent out so many people to try and quote unquote fix it, and they never do. Yeah, it's weird the way they do overcharge on Arash. I like how only Ku-Ulter that happens to, and not, you know, Mev or anyone. Like, of course. Dude, the beginning of that song sounds like the old Windows, like, start up and shut down sound. That's messed up, Gabe. The XP boost or something, yeah. Well, today's stream might be really short because I'm probably gonna have to pester my ISP to try to fix my fucking upload speed. I actually think the CEs in this event have pretty bad art. I mean, some of them are fine, like the Benkei one's fine, but like the Mev one is awful. I think the art on that is trash. It's actually one of my least favorite CEs I've ever seen. Like, first off, I didn't even know who it was for so long because like the coloring on it is so messed up, you can't actually see anything. And then Mev's arm looks broken as hell. And the Raiko one is kind of just there. Okay, I think this is the free quest. Alright, we'll use the welfare. Not that you all will be able to see it, because our frames are going insane right now, but, even though she's level 40, she can probably solo this because she's an event servant, but I swear to God, if she doesn't, I mean, it's a level 40 stage, so it should be fine. I should really... Can we pull this off? Oh, I can't change that one. Damn it. Well, good enough. I mean, I don't have the 5-star CE, so I can't... I'm not rolling the gacha for it. Yeah, that one's good, Beasley. Some of them are fine, like the Benkei one's fine and everything. It's just the event one you get from the shop is just kind of boring, in my opinion, and then the Mev one is just... I think that's terrible, and I swear it's not my anti-Mev bias here. I just think it, like... First of all, I didn't even know it was her, because, like, the way the coloring is done, you can't see a damn thing. Okay, I'm seeing a theme with the birds here. I feel like they made that bird sprite and now they're trying to get all the mileage out of it so they don't have to animate anything. Like, so far this is pretty underwhelming, but we'll see here. Do we have BM combo? It's gonna be hard to know until we see the initial buster. Oh, the busters are kind of cool. Do I have to fucking evade right now? How much damage is it gonna do? That really sucks that I'm gonna get impeded by one of these. She does not have a beam combo. She only has 2 buster animations. Yeah, she has a lot of repeated animations, like regardless if you're close or far, they kinda use the same animation anyway. But that's pretty normal for welfares. We might actually lose. Enemy teams are MP so quick is a problem. She probably has 2 art animations. I can't imagine they're so lazy to not give her 2 of those. Yeah, I gotta say, not too impressed. I mean, they're okay. I don't think she looks bad or anything. Her sprite's fine, but the animations are pretty whatever. Okay, she does have 2 art animations at least. I guess we'll make stars. Certainly better than a certain Lancer welfare's animations, we'll say that. I mean, considering she has quick up and she's quick in P and has a high hit count, it does not seem particularly surprising if she's able to loop. Oh, thank God the evade is on the first skill, so we're not gonna fall over dead here. Watch Phantom just instantly charm us. Kind of reminds me of Raiko's, but not as good. I don't even like Raiko, but I swear to God, Raiko's MP is so awesome. It wasn't too bad though. The particle effects were cool, though. You know, surprise, surprise, they didn't animate her at all during that. You could probably loop with her with just summoning a friend Scatty, to be honest. I doubt you would need to go all that ham. I'll mess around with that later. When she's like leveled up in MP5, we'll see. Like if I just summon my Scatty, and then we just have like Hans and shit like that, what you can do. Although I won't have the skill ranks, because obviously if you're trying to get like hardcore farming, you focus on skill ranks a lot, and that matters big time, but there's no way I'm leveling her skills, so it's just not going to happen. This account is not going to use her much. I could do it on my main though, maybe. Well, even there, I probably don't want to level her skills. I don't really like her, and I don't think she's going to be that useful to me on any of my accounts, so... Don't really feel like blowing mats and QP on her. Like, I don't dislike her, but I don't like her either, so that's not much of a reason to exert effort. Although maybe someone will like her for my chat, and I can summon theirs, and they'll have skill ranks. And I just use my single Scatty, and you like reverse it, right? Yeah, I know, our frames are fucked up. I guess James probably gonna be pretty short, because it's pretty messed up right now. I want to at least get this first bit done, though. Sucks, I'm really in the mood to stream and there's a lot to talk about right now, but my ISP is just a shit, dude. Dude, I have bugged them so much, and they're always like, oh yeah, no, we fixed it, and then they don't. Like, it's ridiculous, dude. And now what they started to say is, well, we don't guarantee a reliable upload speed. We only guarantee a reliable download speed. Like, yeah, that really helps me when my job is upload. It's just like an excuse for them not to... I know some people that literally work for the industry, and it's like they don't want to put down the effort into what needs to be done to give good upload. They can, they just don't, and it's because like 95% of their customers don't ever use upload. Well, I mean, you use upload even when you're browsing the internet, but you use so little of it that if your upload is tanking, you wouldn't even know. Like, if I started browsing YouTube and stuff like right now, I would not even notice the internet problems I'm having, because it's only the upload. The download is fine. And even when it's, like, fucked like this, the upload is good enough for what typical people use it for. So the ISPs just do not put effort into, like, infrastructure for giving good upload, because they just don't care. It's like, so few people need it. Yep, you basically have to get a business account. That's pretty much what you have to. That's what a lot of streamers do. This is a very common thing because a lot of big streamers get so sick of how bullshit upload is for most ISPs that they get a business account. The problem is business accounts are unbelievably expensive, and like you have to be very successful for it to be a worthwhile trade-off. And like I'm not nearly that big, so I would probably lose money on that. Like they are crazy expensive to get a business account. Yeah, because they know big businesses, do need reliable upload and stuff, so it is worth. The thing is, that's why they charge so much. It's so, dude, it's so bullshit. This is where like supply and demand can really fuck you over. So basically, the demand for upload speed for most customers for an ISP is so low that there's no reason for them to care. There's just no reason for them to put in like the effort. The effort to give good upload is not any harder than download. It's just there's no reason for them to do it, right? And then so you have this niche market of large corporations and such that do need reliable and good upload speed. And so they gouge them. They gouge them super hard. That's why like professional editing programs cost so much, same thing. And so they charge these companies a ludicrous amount of money because they can get away with it. To the company that's like a really big company, they don't care. They don't care if they're paying like a few thousand for their internet or whatever. That's nothing to them, right? They don't give a shit. But then yeah, if you're a streamer, it's not really worth it. Yeah, dude, I hate ISPs. And all the laws around them are so messed up because of lobbying and all that good stuff. Well, I hate to say this, but I think we're gonna have to wrap up. I mean, my internet is so fucked right now. Well, my upload is so fucked right now. I don't really want to stream a slideshow. It really sucks. If I can get it sorted later tonight, I might stream again because I super want to do this event and talk about it and show off the stuff, and I'd like to use BenK later and all that. But Yeah, this sucks, man. But as soon as I'm done streaming here, I'm gonna immediately go bug my ISP and try to get something done. But thank you for hanging out, everybody. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to stream like this. This isn't a stream. This is a slideshow. So I might be back later tonight. It just depends on how things go. I'll post on Discord, and like hell, maybe if something gets sorted out quickly, I might be streaming again here in a minute. But for now, I'm gonna end the stream, and thank you all for hanging out. Hopefully, I'll be back later. Peace. I'm not gonna bother raiding because one, I'm lazy, and two, I might stream again in a little bit, so we'll see.